Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ratchet and Clank 2. I am Barry John, and I have two co-commentators with me today. I will let them introduce themselves.
This is Commissar Leylight, here to seize the means of production.
This is Undersecretary Speedball, here to make sure that everyone is in accordance with the state security.
Okay, okay, yeah, well, to be fair, we are kind of, assaulting a factory. I love that opening camera angle.
It's a good thing to put on your promotional copy, sure.
Weird. There's no sales point right off the bat. Oh, never mind. It's ahead there.
Oh.
That looks suspicious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that...
Well, the path's straight ahead. Straight
A big
forward.
giant question mark! Oh no! What could it mean?
It could be many things. By the way, that's a salvage cruiser, and if you get the reference, I'm proud of you.
I don't get the reference.
I don't get the
I'm
reference.
proud of both of you anyways. So what do we have for skill points here, Speedball?
Okay, the name of the planet is, what's it again?
Yeedle, the last one, I think.
Yeedle. Okay, Yeedle. No, but Yeedle, there we go. Alright, skill points, Yeedle.
I mean, I think it's probably a fair guess that we'll be fighting more protopets, so something that'll help out with that is probably a good idea.
It doesn't look like there are any skill points on Yeedle. There's one for max out Ratchet's nanotech, one for get all weapons and upgrades, one for upgrade all parts of Ratchet's ship, but... Okay. Oh yeah, Yeedle does not have any skill points. Yep, okay. But it does have 2 platinum bolts. The first one is from the start.
I could barely see that guy over there.
Other robots. To hypnotize another robot, aim, then press circle.
Alright, so we would have had to have done that anyway. Could not proceed to the end of the game without getting that.
Mm-hmm. I do like the soft time limit you have going on here with this.
Yeah, being able to refresh it is nice.
What?
Ooh.
Okay, I think they expect you to be rushing a lot more. Like, I don't think this is the sort of thing where they expect you to get 100% kills. I think this is the sort of thing where they expect you to just try and keep moving towards the next checkpoint. Fortunately, you move quickly enough that the protopets aren't really the issue. They're just there to be a distraction more than anything. It's the gun bots, which I think you really have to be efficient about killing. There you go. So we just skip that whole fight. We don't even have to fight the elite Megacorp troopers.
Well, I'm sure we'll
We saw that same model used a little bit earlier, so presumably they probably move a little bit similarly to that older enemy, but maybe they've got better guns or something.
Hmm. Let's see here. Ooh, only 15 shots on this plasma coil. Oh, it's an anti-protopet weapon. Okay.
Chain lightning. Alright, the return of the tanks to be expected. Too good an enemy to use only once.
Come on, tank. Blow up. There we go. Nope.
See, that's where all the, that's where all the troopers ran out of, so there could be something inside that building.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Alright, that's my dinner bell. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Good luck finding the last platinum bolts.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
See ya.
Well, we'll be alright.
I mean, honestly...
Look, as long as we just keep running forward and shoot everything that moves, we'll be fine.
Alright, running low on rockets.
Yeah, there we go. The, oh. Well, it would have worked.
Yeah, it would have worked.
Yeah, there you go. Now you got a grace period to go run in there and go do your thing. Yeah, that bouncer's doing great work at point blank. Yeah, that takes him down in 2 shots, looks like. Alright, those pulse rifles look pretty similar to the first models. They're probably just slightly more durable. That's probably about it.
Yeah. They have the extra armor on them that, you know, that gets blown off.
I see more teleporting in. I think you've got to keep going.
Yeah, but
But where? Oh, into that one hallway, I guess.
I hope these teleporters are on a limit.
Yeah, I don't know if they expect you to keep just destroying everything that's here until that door opens up, or if... Can you shoot that door? Can you blast it open?
Give me a second. Oh, nope, there we go.
Oh, never mind. Okay. It was just one of those kinds of doors. Auto doors.
Man, this level is really going all in on the hypnomatic.
Yeah, I guess they felt like they had to fit them in those sections in somewhere, and they wouldn't really fit on other planets, I guess. Oh, I see. That's how you refill. It's back there.
Yeah.
That behavior of just kind of squatting down while they're recharging their rifles would work a lot better if they, well, had cover. Yeah, so here the setup makes a lot more sense. You want to kill all the enemies and then, like, periodically recharge. So, having a task that takes longer than 30 seconds to complete makes a lot more sense in that context. You're getting there.
Yeah, because I think that's the button I need to press. Right there. Which then opens up this spot for a teleporter.
Fortunately, as we know, teleporters are 100% trustworthy and always take you exactly where they expect you expect them to go.
Mm-hmm. And just make sure I am full up on everything.
Yeah, unless you want that extra gun, you're about as well stocked as you can be for that suspicious circular space there. Yeah, I guess we've already seen enough, like, office buildings throughout the rest of the game, so an industrial corridor is fine for the kinds of challenge they want to present here.
I hope. Oh, I remember this just for... Let me just walk around here for a second and use the mag boots to get up. Actually, why do I want to come up here anyways? Also...
Now you have the high ground.
Also, there's shots... You're right, I do have the high ground. Weapons.
Yeah, they're aiming at your feet, as we have seen everybody do, but now you can peek over their, shot. Over their, little cover that they're hiding behind.
Come on. You. You.
Might as well use this ammo for something. Alright, Brass is sending us in over the top.
And sometimes over the top being quite literally, because I... Oh man, I was so close with the...
Like, we are definitely starting to get to the point in the game where if you stick around to fight everything, it will be a big ammo scene.
Yeah.
So I think they expect you to look around and check to see, like, do they expect you to fight everything, or can you just barrel on through?
Nope. That one's on me.
We'll have to barrel a little bit more carefully.
Yeah. Nope.
A very careful and considered barreling.
Yes. But in this case, I think I want to... That mini tube is almost done.
It's getting there. It's been just a nice, solid weapon all game long. Sometimes there's an enemy way over there that you have to blow up.
And you can't use the exploding sniper rifle.
Yeah, it's fire and forget.
Forget what? But I do like that there's that magnetic thing there without, you know...
Yeah, it doesn't draw a lot of attention to itself, but once again, it rewards the observant player with a tactical opportunity.
I want you. Let's just see how this runs before I commit to anything silly here.
Sure. It wouldn't be an industrial level without a weird machine over a bottomless pit. Gotta get our propeller quota in. Yeah, the knockback on those pulse rifles is also a problem. Like, sure, you know, you can tank all that with your health, but you can't tank falling into a bottomless pit. So the challenge is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, nice save.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be possible to rush through that pair of propellers with the enemies still alive, but good luck with that. Yeah, they are trying their best to stop you, but you have better weapons. You will destroy all of them.
And, at long last, the Mega Rock.
What if we just fired more rockets?
Or bigger rockets.
Wow, that rate of fire is something else, too. I do not think you could fire the original that rapid
No,
fire.
you couldn't.
For all those lovely times when one rocket alone won't do the job, just empty out your entire magazine instantly. I mean, I don't think the term magazine really applies to like a stockpile of 25 rockets, but then again, 25 rockets is already kind of a preposterous figure anyway, so normal terminology may not apply.
And I mean,
this is brave new ground we're treading here.
oh, that's how I get out of here. Okay.
I mean, I guess the term magazine still applies in terms of, like, you know, we call, like, the weapons stockpile of, like, an aircraft carrier the magazine. So it's a magazine in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now all those robots that are teleporting in have got to be real patient while we play our minigame here.
Mm-hmm. But up, you, no, you. Oof.
It is very polite of it to trace the path backwards to give you that, like, extra chance to memorize the path as it's going backwards.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
No, when it's time to go straight up, they want you to go straight up exactly twice.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah, so I guess that whole sequence just takes place in bullet time.
But I have an in... Nope, I want to do that.
It's worth a try.
No, I just want to see if they drown. Because I see...
Inconclusive.
Okay. Oh, interesting. It's not actually that.
We don't get to see that animation very often.
The wading through water thing, no. Okay, you don't move up or down, really. What am I missing here? What am I missing?
Yeah, there's not, like, geysers at work here, so it's not like we're freezing the platforms in relative, like, different positions. They're just floating platforms over the ice. That is a good question. Well, you could take a quick look around. Yeah, you already took a quick look around the borders. I guess you could take a quick look on the outside of the room just as you entered it, in case there's another way you can go. Maybe there's like a switch you can hit on a different path?
No, there's only the one path here. Hold on, I got an idea. Come on.
I'm not seeing any of those symbols for the gravity mover around her. Okay, that
No,
works.
just get all the altitude first and then make the jump rather than trying to long jump your way through.
Yeah. I wasn't sure like a tall jump would have enough for distance to make it, but apparently it does. Worth a try. Sometimes you really do just have to try everything.
Select. No. Weapons.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Good use of ammo.
One of those is a lot easier to handle than another bottomless pit.
I gotta say, those bottomless pits are getting a lot of kills racked up on you. They're the single most effective part of this whole facility. More so than the robots. You know, this is just bringing to mind that whole, like, old conversation of, like, Dr. Wily ought to just make his fortress entirely out of spikes.
I've actually seen games or stuff that tries to explain that, like, you know, inbuilt safety protocols for when Wily tries to go through his own levels.
Yeah, there has to be walkable surfaces at some point.
Alright.
I mean, look at these guys. They've got jetpacks. What do they care?
They care about another bottomless pit.
Alright, yeah, they're jostling you a lot.
Yeah. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, I forgot about...
The mini
No.
nuke.
No. Tight spaces.
Ah. Well, these guys do have a lot of health, so I don't think it's going to kill them that quickly, but it'll kill them eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Those guys weren't working out all that well.
Yeah, I think that might work on the protopets, but against all these, like, armored enemies, I think you gotta bring out the bigger guns.
Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen. It was a nice experiment, but we're cool.
Yeah, if they're going to give you a whole bunch of armored enemies, then it stands to reason. You should use the armor-busting weaponry. This is the weapon that's, you know, good enough to just punch through all of that and destroy regardless.
Destroy, destroy, destroy. Nope. I want the dynamo.
Yeah, so I think this is really just testing, well, I mean, patience, certainly. Just situational awareness of where the lips of the bottomless pits are. And just raw endurance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think there's anything they're asking you to do here that's technically all that complicated. It's just asking you to perform at a high standard, that's all. And that's a perfectly reasonable thing for an endgame to do.
Yeah, because we are at the last level. As I mentioned many episodes ago, we're kind of at the... Okay, that door stayed open.
That's handy. Yeah, because it's a, gadget door. Yeah, all doors like that do that. Yeah, that is deceptive. It really does not look like you can make that, but you can.
Oh, that's right. It says the charge.
That's why it has 4 barrels.
But it's still, it doesn't, you know, go 4 barrels worth of shot per, what am I thinking here?
Yeah, like, do that one more time. Did that only take 1 rocket's worth of
No.
ammo?
It used up... Oh.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, it shot 3 there. Still, though, that's certainly a good way of starting an engagement with that much burst damage up front.
Okay, I'm gonna... That was kind of cute with the nanotech upgrade happening at the same time as the little mini cutscene to have that guy show up. Alright, come on. There we go. Ammo. Great place for it.
I guess it would be nice if Angelo was providing some kind of support somewhere along here, but this place is busy enough that I guess they didn't want to slow this down by adding yet another cutscene into the middle of it or something.
Mm-hmm. And to be fair, I think we've established at this point that Angela is not a combat person. Oh.
I mean, she certainly gave it a fair try when she was the thief, but we pretty clearly outclassed her at a certain point.
There we go. One more electrolyzer for the road. Oh boy.
Well, that certainly looks familiar. Oh, there's a bolt right there.
Yep.
They're trying to slow you down by dangling another shiny where you're likely to see it. That seemed like a pretty good idea. Like that, it's a lot easier to breathe now. It just goes those 2 guys in the corner and the tank, and that's it.
But I fortunately see what we're supposed to do here. Gadgets, where's my... There we go, tractor beam.
Ah, that's how you get access to that segment. Certainly been a while since we saw one of those.
Alright.
Yeah, hang on. We gotta put this infiltration on pause. We gotta do some sick tricks on this grind rail.
Oh, that's sneaky.
It's still there. Alright, well, you stub your toe a little bit, but you got
And
there.
bump the noggin.
You can walk it off. Oh, you gotta destroy enough of them to get breathing room so you can pull that down. There you go. Because you gotta stand there while that's happening. It's a fairly natural way of setting things up. A lot more natural than the door that opens when you destroy enough enemies.
This is it, the protopet duplication room.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had some trouble with the guards.
No problem. You're just in time. Okay, let's see if this thing works.
She is trying to tell us something.
Bye now. Enjoy the hygienator. Remember, you bought it from Steve. Steve McQuark. Indeed.
Dun dun dun!
Now that I've sold my 1 millionth hygienator, I can finance the comeback of the greatest superhero who ever lived, Captain Quark! All I need now is a new galaxy with a new fan base, so I can rescue them from a new disaster!
But
Sir, I do not understand.
Mr. Fizzwidget?
This is bad.
All right, just what the is going on?
Allow me to explain. I'm about to save the galaxy from the protopets, and you are about to become public enemy number 1. Oh, and 2 and 3. Guards, seize them! Smile, it's showtime!
Oh, but those are just the normal
Yeah.
ones.
Citizens of Bogon, I am Captain Quark. I come to you in this, your darkest of hours, to shine the flashlight of justice on your galaxy.
flashlight of justice? Oh,
As you know, a living menace called the Protopet has been set loose in your galaxy. But fear not, Bogonites. I, Captain Quark, have caught the perpetrators. Yes, good citizens, these are the masterminds behind Megacorp's experiment with death. And now, with this, super electro gadget I invented, I will end the Protopet threat once and for all.
That's my Elixamorph. I invented.
Ahem. Stay tuned, dear viewers, as I amplify the signal from this helixo thingy and render every protopet in the galaxy completely harmless. Allow me to demonstrate. Mommy!
does that helixomorph actually work?
It used to. I could probably fix it.
Come on, Clank. Let's get it back.
And,
Should have read the owner's manual on that thing.
yep.
They had it set to M for Mega instead of W for Wimpy.
And gives you a couple of chances to back out. But, honestly, I'm good to go. Return to ship now.
Well, it's pretty hard to stop a plague, so it's much easier to just make a big boss monster, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And, ladies and gentlemen, the proto-pet. Oh, wow, it just knocked off half my health.
Yeah, so that thing has a pretty big health bar, doesn't it?
But I suppose, so let's talk about a little bit here. Captain Quark replaced Fizzwidget at some point and set this whole thing up for as a grand comeback.
Yeah, guys like that do not just simply retire and, like, fade away into the distance. They want to be in the spotlight. He just ate ammo crate. That's where all those rockets are coming from.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, those are distractions we do not need right now.
No. Wait.
You do not want to get, like, jostled or, like, stunned by those shots and then, flat-footed when that thing's rolling around. It's got a mouth. Wow. That is honestly super impressive. I remember this fight taking me a long time, probably because I just never got around to grinding out those Mega Rocket levels. So I think I was probably plinking away at it with the normal rocket cannon and a whole bunch of other miscellaneous weaponry.
Sorry, I'm just looking around for something here to use. Oh, there. Come on. Roll over that.
I was still in the startup of the roll. You might have to, like, grab it and launch it into it, or make it roll into it at a longer distance.
Yeah. Oh, get out of my way! Damn it. Okay. Activate Thunder.
So yeah, there's something to be said for just literally dumping all of your ammo into the thing faster to make the fight faster.
I'm just double checking my guns here. I want to save all that for ammunition purposes.
Yeah, so I don't have a whole lot to say about this fight. I mean, I'm pretty much like, it's a big ammo sink. It takes a while. You gotta stay maneuverable to make sure that it doesn't hit you too much, because it certainly hits hard. And you just gotta manage the battlefield.
Okay, how the frick do I turn?
Like, I do not think it gives you time to, like, sidestep and move towards it. I think that you need to play, like, doing a full, like, either side flip or, like, maybe a long jump to the side to get out of the way.
I was also thinking possibly using the, what am I thinking here?
The charge boots, because there's railings.
Hold on, can I?
I think that does work from what I recall. It's worth a shot.
Yeah, that was a thing on the first, no charge boots here. No, because you could do that in the first game against Drek.
I think the bouncer would probably do solid work against him, too, if you could hit him with the main projectile.
Oh, that's what happened. He pounced. He shot through the. Oh, hold on. I want to go quick select. Well, I'm just going to clear this for a second.
You might even have time to hit it with those sniper rifle shots if it's busy doing something else too.
I'm thinking here also grabbing the turret dispenser.
Yeah, anything that you can do that increases your DPS, so yeah, absolutely get the turrets and the buddies and your main gun all firing at the same time. Like, you have the power, the firepower to succeed here, you just gotta deploy it all. Yeah, that seems to be doing pretty good.
Come on, come on.
Yep, and there's all the little proto-pets, figures.
There we go. Gadgets.
I mean, that's kind of the other attraction to emptying out one of your guns, is that once it's empty, then you can substitute in the tractor beam for it.
Where did that thing go? Damn it. Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, you're getting there. You've got the right idea.
Quick select. Sorry, I'm just thinking here. Do I really want the menu? No, I want to put the tractor beam onto a quick select here.
That's fair. Yeah, you might have to clean house real quick and then switch to it. Yeah, I'm not sure. The blitz cannon might help you once it's out the proto-pets. I'm not sure it's going to do you much good before that, though. Like, it does okay damage, but probably not, like, kill the final boss levels of damage, though.
Okay, it is taking damage even through that rolling shield, which is important.
Yes.
Oh god, why is it doing the proto-pet section now?
Alright, that's doing solid work.
I mean, it is a shotgun against a swarm-type enemy, so...
Sure, we could be all disappointed about how the roll attack does so much damage, but you can think of it on the bright side, like, as long as you do get consistent at dodging that roll, like, the boss really cannot damage you enough with the rest of its moves to give you any problems.
I think part of it is that it's like a percentage-based hit, not anything else.
That could work, yeah, that's a reasonable way of doing it.
Oh, that was way too close.
Yeah, you got away with that one. getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Doing good. You can do this. I believe in you.
Oh, I seem to have knocked him out of his, Oh, income.
Yeah, he's doing another phase transition.
It's nice to see the turrets drop with me,
Yeah, that was convenient.
but,
Oh, these are here just to make sure that you didn't just, like, spend all your, heavy weapons, too soon.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got a choice. Do you want to try and focus down the boss, or do you want to try and take out the tanks?
Alright, everybody who's watching this video at home, if you're seeing slowdown and some of the audio is desyncing, that is because there's so much is going on the screen at this point that the game itself is... There we go. The game itself was physically slowing down.
You did it! It's okay. This is the real Mr. Fizzwidget. Quark had him tied up in a supply closet all this time.
Gentlemen, you have my most profound gratitude.
It was nothing, sir. I'm just sorry we couldn't get the Helixomorph back.
You were saying?
Right. What do you suppose is wrong with it?
I don't know. It could take months of research and...
The battery is in backwards.
Oops. Yes, that's right, because they had the polarity reversed.
Down, boy.
I just have to amplify the device with Megacorp's TV transponders, and that should cure the other protopets.
Clank? Uh-oh. It's okay. I can fix her. I promise.
I think I kind of ruined the effectiveness of the cutscene with my other stuff there. So...
You did what you could.
So that was Ratchet and Clank.
All's well that ends well.
Ratchet and Clank 2, Going Commando. Well, I'm sorry Speedball had to drop out at the last minute, but we were kind of on a roll there. So, what are your thoughts about the game?
Well, I think it succeeds at what it sets out to do. Make the first game again, but bigger and better and with more explosions and more interesting set pieces. I mean, you can definitely see that they were still kind of straining against, like, the problems of 3D level design, but I think overall they did a pretty good job.
Mm-hmm. We commented a lot in the first LP that the second game was just, improved in the sequel in general, and you can sort of see that with how the gameplay flows and the weapons work out. But even then, this game is not without faults. The sudden reveal at the end that, oh yeah, it was Quark the whole time, kind of...
So,
I mean, there's
what
always
would
some
you
degree
like
of
to do for
improvisation
fun?
with writing.
Oh, my goodness.
So, whatever happened to Quark?
I heard he was working at Megacorp.
So, you fellas new here? You boys should sign up for the new Probomatic. That little baby cleans you something fierce. I just got done testing the full body waxinator. I am personally sporting a smooth chassis, and there are no tags on my luggage. All right then. Catch you later.
Subject 23A, please report immediately for crotchetizer testing.
Well, duty calls.
At least he put the cup back in the sink.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of problems with the game, like, just how Angela got handled with the sudden transition from the thief to Angela, kind of... It's like two completely separate characters at one point, and they just, glued them together.
Yeah, I could see that happening. That's plausible. I mean, I'm sure there are probably, like, interviews out there talking about this kind of thing that I haven't tracked down personally.
I mean, to be fair,
it's tricky. Like, they're always working on a deadline to glue all this stuff together and get it shipped out by, I don't know if it was Christmas, but at least, like, a deadline.
They basically turned this game around in, like, less than 18 months from the release of the first game. It was less a case...
Yeah, so considering how much stuff they had to, like, shove in there, like, all these extra engines, the racing, the spaceships, the grinding, like, all of that physics stuff, you know, they had to make the game engine nice and solid so that you couldn't crash it no matter what you did.
Well,
you know, they made it all work.
The racing was a way of... or was an upgrade from the hoverboard races of the first game. What really came out of nowhere was the circular moon levels, to me. Just the how you handled spherical worlds in this engine. Like, that had to be completely added on top of things.
So yeah, it's a big game, and as we've seen in the past few episodes, you know, sure, you can run through it and try and beat the final boss and whatnot, but if you do want to 100% it, they have given you plenty of things to do.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how much of the New Game Plus stuff I'm going to show off, because I suppose I should show off what it does with the weapons, for starters, but I think on the end...
So, yeah, like, I can say that they're still trying to find their footing to a certain extent, but they're iterating. They're improving.
I mean, this game is kind of vacillating between comedy and seriousness, in a way, but it just doesn't really... The writing hasn't landed yet.
Yeah, that is tricky.
Mm-hmm. The one that was had it coming.
But hey, it's selling well enough. The first,
So you tested this, right? Oh, wait, that's why I'm here! Oh, one more thing.
Or play a new game in challenge mode.
Tons of bolts.
Yep. Yes, I wish to overwrite that save.
Welcome back to Behind the Hero.
Yeah, some time warp. We even kept our ship.
Ratchet report.
Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so... you can see here...
Well, we've been all here already.
Yep.
We have all our health, all our equipment.
Oh, do I have all my equipment? No, I don't. Oh, yes, I do.
You have all your weapons, but you don't have all the plot gadgets. Yeah. Makes sense.
Oh, I do have the smash. Good. But you see up in the upper right-hand corner there...
There's some real money.
So, in the upper right-hand corner is a ×3 multiplier. This game has introduced...
Go forth and kill.
Yes. As I kill more enemies, that multiplier goes up, and every time I earn bolts, the amount of bolts I'm earning is... There we go.
So yeah, times 20 bolts. We should be able to afford that Zodiac and that Rhino in no time, right?
Maybe, I hope.
So yeah, it's a decent way of like keeping the game fresh and like letting you afford all those like expensive armors and whatnot, just to keep the early levels interesting if you want to backtrack through them. But you know, it's good that they make that choice up to you. I remember in the first game with that gimmick of when you return to the first level becomes the end game level. You didn't really have a choice in that regard, so they handled it a little bit better this time around.
No, get away from me, get away from me. There we go.
So, yeah, I mean, it's with regards to the writing, clearly, like, some of that is, like, them getting used to the task of writing for a game like this, and part of it is also just like, we as a culture and society have, taken a look at scenarios like this and decided we can do better than this kind of writing. So, a lot of us have had stuff to learn, but, I mean, hey, some of the jokes have landed fine. There's some good writing here. And the game holds up well enough. And it sold well enough. The first game and certainly the second game sold well enough that they continued the series, so that's always nice. When, the executives green light, hey, we've got enough money and things have been going well enough. We'll give you another try at this. See if we can do even better with the third game.
Yeah, honestly, like, the third game is where... Oh, there we go, I got hurt, so that reset my bolt multiplier. But the third game is where I think everything just clicked.
Well, I guess I'll have to ask the obvious question. Are you planning on doing a Let's Play of the third game at some point?
Yes, I will, but probably not right away because I've done enough of Ratchet and Clank for a while now.
Entirely fair. Yeah, there we go. There's more than one way to have a good power trip in a game like this, and just destroying everything with the heavy bouncer counts.
But I just want to get to an actual weapons vendor because I want to show something off there.
Ah, right. Yeah, that's right.
But unfortunately, can't get to a weapons vendor until I've finished off this world. Die. There we go.
Well, I guess I might as well turn the situation around. What do you think your favorite part was of playing this game?
Aside from, chatting with you in Speedball, I think the best part I had was the improved movement aside from the 2D sections. Like, being able to circle, strafe, and maneuver around a lot better helped in this game.
Yeah, the side flip in particular is pretty useful for a lot of those sections where you have these streams of ammo coming at you, and you kind of have to re-stream them to turn around, and the side flip just helps so much with smoothing that out. Here we go.
So, you see these upgrades here, the mega weapons. Oh yeah, and Clank...
Even bigger!
And Clank gets his own weapon when he's riding on your back. But, this game did not just introduce, improving weapons. The first game introduced, the gold versions of guns. This game introduced a post-game super version. And you can look at the expenses on some of these guys.
Yeah, qualitatively different. Not just bumping up the size and the damage or whatnot. I think they actually do behave slightly differently. There's a higher ammo capacity for your machine gun, making it better at what it does.
Yep. But let me go with... But basically, these gold weapons are the post-game, are basically Tier 3 and Tier 4. Because they'll upgrade even more as time goes on.
Oh, you're right, yeah. The XP bar there, it's empty. That will fill up.
But unfortunately, when I said there's things that I won't do in this game because it just takes so long, one of these skill points is get all the guns, upgrade them all to level 4, which means bringing the Rhino to level 4.
And the decoy glove to level 4.
Yeah.
And the shield charger, which we haven't even seen, get that to level 4.
Mm-hmm.
That thing has its uses, but it definitely promotes kind of a slower and more careful playstyle that might not be so fun to watch. Still, I was actually had its pretty decent uses for keeping the Protocat swarms off of you, for example. Yeah, so from what I recall, I don't think there are any story changes whatsoever in New Game Plus. I'm pretty sure it all plays out exactly the same.
It's just, you already know what's happening, so you can skip. Oh, right. I kept trying to do the Clank high jump there, and I'm like, oh, wait, yeah. We're at the point where Clank's not currently in the plot.
Yeah, he's in his apartment. He'll be fine.
I suppose actually, this game does one thing, or rather, I think confirms one thing that they keep trying to do in future games, is that they keep trying to separate Ratchet and Clank from each other for portions of the plot. But in my opinion, that's the weakest parts of this game. When you...
Yeah, it's like the parts of Mega Man X where you don't have the dash. Of course you want the dash. Like, why are you playing Mega Man X if not to just dash jump everywhere?
Yeah. Okay, so I've actually hit this guy so much he's been pushed back.
Well, at least they made the machine gun, level up to a decent extent. We can actually see some progress here. But still, yeah, it's pretty harsh to literally double the grind in the game. And probably then some.
Yeah. I mean, for some people, this was early 2000s, this was, I've beaten the game, I can load it up again in the future, do a little bit of extra work.
Yeah, I mean, this was the equivalent of meta progression back then. So instead of, paying, 1,000 currency units to get plus 5% damage on your weapon, you did this. You paid for the weapon, or you used it for a while and it became better. And that was revolutionary at the time. I mean, that's what Final Fantasy was doing.
There we go. Yep, got that. Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah, you don't have all those mobility upgrades. It feels bad. At least you have the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for choosing Megacorp, where our customers come first.
Yeah, so it might well be that at a time like this might have been when they expected you to get skill points, smashing up the entire mart, when you're likely to be using that bolt smasher long-range thing, like so, to just smash everything as you're going. Because it does just make such a satisfying sound and, sight of just, money being vacuumed right into you. And it's multiplied money, too, so, that is applying to all this, incidental money you're getting. Yeah, see, you're nearly up to 100,000 bolts already.
Again.
Glorious. Yeah, so there might have been a few pain points in this game, but, overall, it just holds up pretty well. It is just a nice, solid thing to just run through on the casual.
And there's the alternate, there's the optional super fight there. Skipping that over.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is another opportunity to just go do that if you forgot to go back for it in New Game 0. Although I don't think you have the... Yeah, you've got the charge boots. You don't have the other
No, I don't
boots.
have...
So at least you have that to help you out.
Ratchet, come in.
And there's an armor upgrade right here. Let's see.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, because it gives you the option for the million volts.
Sure, makes sense you would want to give the player that option in more places.
Thank you for shopping at Megacorp. Please visit us again.
But that's basically New Game Plus is bigger numbers all around. Thank you, Speedball. I don't think I'm going to be doing another video on this because the impossible challenge is just going to be a time grind. And we're over...
As is that one race in the asteroid field.
So I think I'm going to call it good with this one. I retroactively thank Speedball for joining us, even though he had to leave. And I want to thank you again for joining me on this whole thing.
Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Well, hopefully when I get around to doing Ratchet and Clank 3, I'm pretty sure I'll invite you back.
Alright, I'll probably be around.
Thank you all, and I will see you in my next LP, whatever it will happen to be.